Hugo, Rego, how are you, brother?
Doing good. How about you?
Very good, very good. So what have you been up to lately? What have you been doing?
I'm just working on my deals, doing this, the same old, and checking the state of the real estate, like I sent you last night on the link on Market Watch,
Yep,
checking the foreclosure forbearance, and you know, getting
absolutely.
deep about all those little details that we supposed to.
You're studying and paying attention. What do you think about that article last night? Are
Uh,
you are you concerned, or you don't own? Do you own rentals right now?
no, I don't know. At the moment, I don't know.
Okay.
I own REITs.
Yep.
Yeah, so as I spoke to you a lot of times about it. The thing that got me into real estate was I first got into the stock market, then I got to REIT investing.
Yep.
One thing leads to another, and I just went to for my mortgage license because I thought was the natural way to go. And I mean,
Right.
I can never predict the market. You never know what the market's going to do. Never know how the housing market is going to go. If it's going to go up. Obviously, buy and hold works better.
Yep.
Like what about real estate? But you know, I think the right now supposed to go down
Yep.
a little bit. It's my prediction for now, but how predictions go. You
So
never know what's going to happen next.
for real estate, we're probably not going to see a drop, based on everything we're seeing. And I'm the most skeptical person when it comes to real estate. I'm always saying the drops tomorrow, the drops tomorrow, the drops tomorrow, and based on everything we're looking at right now, I just don't see it. I don't see where it could come from because the drop is based on two things: interest rates and federal, regulations. Right. And right now, the interest rates are dropped, so it's super cheap to buy real estate, which means prices go up. And we're in a pandemic where everybody wants to be home. Everybody sees the value of their house. So I could see some pieces of real estate, like commercial real estate, retail real estate, those are getting hurt right now. But residential real estate, that that's something that the entire country sees more value in at the moment. That's why we're seeing home prices actually rise and less inventory on the market because it's this is what people want right now is real estate, which is tough for us as buyers, because we're all as real estate investors, we're all buyers. We don't a real estate investor is there to hold it, right? Then you have the rehab guys, the speculators who flip real estate. But for us, the purchase side, yeah, it's still tough to buy right now. So Hugo, what made you think about real estate getting into it? How did you get into the REITs in the first place?
I got REITs because I got into the stock market. Obviously, the high dividend yield was one of the first things I thought. But the
Yep.
thing is about investing in REITs, and I think I spoke to you about the leverage, the Roch,
Mm-hmm.
the quote you have on your thing about the Rockefeller, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
one of the main things that like I think, as Rockefeller said, and a lot of them big investors do is, I mean, you're supposed to use leverage, but use like with doing not overdoing yourself. Know
Right.
what you're doing. Know what your limits. Know when to cut losses. Know what you should go and how much can you reach, and don't buy more than you can chew. This why I try to do when I some client comes to me for a mortgage. I
Yeah.
try to be transparent and I try to be the most sincere and you know trying to give the people what they want. I don't want to when you have like a mortgage and I don't want to like people to go to fault. It's always good to be conservative.
Right. Yeah. I absolutely
I
agree.
think you agree with that.
Yeah. No, we're extremely conservative in everything that we do. Even if some of the stuff we do looks risky, it's all based on the numbers. It's all based on math that works. So how long have you had your mortgage license, and what made you get your mortgage license in the first place?
So I have my mortgage license for about I'm gonna say like 8 months.
Yep.
I just I'm not in America for a long time as you can see by my accent. So and I got a license in June or July.
Yep.
It took me a while to find a job because I never. finish college. I think one of the main requirements is also finish college to
Oh,
get a job. And it's like I did it without the college degree. I actually was in accounting
yep,
for a while at CCRI, but then it just took and just went for the license.
yeah,
I got it, and took a while to get a job, but I'm with
right,
Team AFN, and which is a company I really do respect.
yeah.
They're they're huge in New Jersey, New York.
So what made you think you wanted to get your mortgage license? What was that part that made you think about it?
Well, really, for me to become I like sales.
Yeah,
I mean, and the one of the things like I don't know if you agree with this, but buying is one process, but the way you finance your buying, the way you finance your purchase, I'm trying to explain. It's one of the most important things. For example, if you get like a bad deal on an interest rate or a bad deal paying points or a bad deal uh, penalties, prepayment penalties, whatever the case may be, there's like 100 things that
yeah,
I think uh, being transparent and about it, and having a really good overview about how your mortgage is going to be and how your finance is going to be. No matter, it could be a mortgage, can be stocks, as we
yep.
spoke before, it can be whatever it is. But financing, it's a really important part of the equation.
Terms. Yeah, it's in fact it's most of the equation. When we negotiate real estate, we're negotiating terms most of the time. Price is only one factor. The terms are where most of the deal is negotiated, and a lot of that does come with the financing and where the bank is. So that makes a lot of sense. I definitely get that. So where are you from originally, Hugo?
From St. Michael, Azores.
Nice, nice. And so you're living now in Fall River or New Bedford?
Oh, I know I live in Cranston right now.
Cranston. What do you
Uh,
mean?
Rhode
The
Island.
Portuguese community goes to Fall River or New Bedford. What are you doing in Cranston?
That's a small Portuguese community over here too.
Yeah,
I used to be in Coventry that has like over there you have some Portuguese community too.
yeah,
So Crescent has some Portuguese.
yeah. No kidding. So what made you come to America, right? So how long have you been here? What made you decide, hey, I'm leaving the beautiful island of San Miguel, which is one of the nicest of the Azores. It's a big tourist attraction now. What made you say I'm leaving here to go to America?
Well, Azores was facing some hardship because of the financial crisis. So the financial crisis didn't come in Azores right away. Then came the rest of the world right away. There's like a lot of things. Like in America, things went, as far as I read, went down fast.
Yeah,
In Azores took like a couple of years to come by, but by the time I left, the hardship of there was crazy. And I always wanted to do something for myself. I
yeah,
just don't want to be, I wanted to, you know, experience more things and become something that over there I couldn't find. So I just came to Azores, and I think
yeah,
was a good choice.
yeah. Absolutely. So far, so good. And how long have you been here, Hugo?
6 years. I'm gonna be on my seventh year.
Very cool, man. I love that. So you're traveling, you're expanding, you're on the journey. You've been all over the place, and now you're looking to buy some real estate. But you're
Yes, sir.
concerned, right? You're concerned about the market, where it's going, what it's doing.
Well, yes, I am. I'm always watching the market. That's what I do.
Yeah,
So I think the markets. I think, and I
yeah,
don't think I'm gonna be wrong. I think it's gonna go down. I've been seeing a lot of hedge fund managers and everything. It's gonna go down. The
oh yeah,
housing
yeah, yeah.
market, though,
Yeah,
it's
the
not a
stock
look.
market for sure. The stock market's in trouble for sure. In fact,
The
it's going down
housing.
today. Today it's like a knife falling down. I'm watching right now, and yeah, I keep hearing it from everybody that say, "Oh, yeah, don't pick up the knife," right? Like, if the knife's falling, don't pick it up.
Let it fall on the floor.
Yeah, don't try to catch it.
Yeah, always wait for the bounce, then never buy when it's falling.
Yep, yep.
So
Oh, we got a little bounce today.
the housing market difference between stock market and the housing market. It's one thing. It's the liquidity is the biggest thing. That's why housing prices, for
Yeah,
example, that's my take on this. If you buy 200,000, 200,000, for example, two family,
yep,
the most you can lose theoretically, like in theory, in the house, like it's gonna be like 20 to 30%.
Right.
Even on the downturn of 2012, when the market, like the housing market was at the bottom, I think the price was down 20 to 30% depending on the area.
Right.
I mean, I don't think Fall River dropped more than 30%. I may
No.
be wrong, though. Somebody can correct me on that, but I don't think it went further than that.
No, we were about 30% that we dropped. I mean, some houses we got amazing deals on, but we would have gotten those deals anyway. It's just that we were 30% on those too. So absolutely.
Panic sold. Everybody panic sold and sold it for below the market. If they hold it for like a year, that's why buy and hold is such a big thing on real estate.
Yeah. I mean, that's where we made all of our money. We made all our money buying in 2012, 13, 14, 15, just holding it for the long term. And now it's, been years we've been holding these things, and they've gone up quite a bit. But if well, some of the stuff we bought last year, right? And we have more equity in that than some of the other stuff that we held for a long time, because it's all about how you buy the property, right? Like this is a fun game. I mean, it really is.
I mean, as I said before, and
Yeah.
you have way more experience than me on that. But when you finance a deal, when you buy a deal, financing is like, that's one of the things I went to mortgage industry and like got
Yeah.
me deep down thinking about it, like what real estate's about and everything. And everybody's like trying to find a new deal. Oh, I paid this like about like 30% of market value or 20% of below market value, or whatever the case may be. But if, as I said, if your finances ain't right, and
Yeah.
if you did the deal the right way, and you finance the whole thing 100%, it's like,
Right.
I mean, as I said, cash flow. I mean, I think
Yeah.
you're a cash flow guy too. Cash
Of
flow
course.
is
Yeah.
100.
Yep.
It's 100% the deal to
Yeah.
me.
Cash flow is everything. But I'll be real, like we don't put money into any of our deals. Everything's 100% financing at this point. But in the beginning, you do have to put some skin in the game. In the beginning, you got to put some down payments. You got to do it. Once you get experience, you get into commercial, it's a different game. And once you get into hard money or private money, it's such a different game. But you got to start somewhere. You can't start the game with like the way we play. You've got to take the steps, and you progress, and eventually you get to the cheap money. It's big dollar amounts, and everybody wants you to do the deal. The deals flow to you. But in the beginning, you're hunting, right? You're constantly hunting for better money, better deals, terms. Uh, Terms is where we spend most of our time now. Terms with the seller, terms with the banks, and terms with other investors to get the deals flowing. But you're absolutely right, Hugo. So we got to jump off this in 5 minutes. I want to make sure that I'm getting the maximum value out of you. So what advice would you give to somebody who's sitting back in Portugal right now, or somebody who's sitting in San Miguel looking to do something in America, to come out here? And then what advice would you give to people who are already here looking to buy some real estate? What suggestions would you give to them?
My suggestion about somebody that's coming from St. Michael, San Miguel, is like, just come over here. Yeah, I mean, you can always travel back on your vacation and everything, but life is bad over here. I think so,
Yeah.
financially and all things. But taken from that, for new real estate investors, what I gotta say is, you should always look at your finance. Always look at your at the bank you're financing with, the mortgage company, the lender, like, well, the broker, whatever the case may be. Just always look at the terms. Always like read the fine prints. The fine prints are like 100% of the of the core of the deal. I mean,
Mhm.
price is one thing, but if the finances are not there, and if you're not cash flowing, or if you're not like, and second, what I gotta say is like, trust, find somebody you trust, and transparent. That's why AFN is built on, is trust and transparency. This company, and this one thing I love about this company, is they trust and transparency.
Yep.
I'm sure about that. But I think when you kind of work somebody, and I mean, I don't know, but it's like when you're transparent, and like with the person you're making the deal, transparent with the whole, person involved in the deal.
Yep.
I think it's just, you know what you're doing. Like, you're not gonna get screwed over pain points, or whatever it may be.
Right.
The rate's gonna be, sometimes the rates will be higher, but You lose on one and make up on another one. And if you have always your mortgage should build a relationship with the mortgage person, on my point of view,
Yeah.
because he may get you like the second or the third deal. He's gonna know. He's gonna like, hey, do you have to? You can refinance. Rates are lower. They're
Right.
gonna work with you.
Right.
They're gonna work. And I know you do a lot of deals, so when you have to work with everybody.
Yeah. It's true. My lender is the same way, right? Every so often I'll be like, hey, I'm looking for a refinance, I'm looking to do this, do that. And sure, he'll run my credit, get everything lined up, go and do it. And it's very little out of my pocket, right? Time wise. And I love that. Then you build a good relationship with your lenders and get them going. And Hugo, sounds like you're doing the right things. What's the easiest way for somebody to get in touch with you if they're looking to contact you to take a look at their mortgage?
Just one thing. I can post a comment with my thing, but through Facebook, I'm 24/7 available.
Yep.
You know me, I'm always 24/7 available. You text me in the middle of the night, I'm there.
Hugo Rego, easy to find.
Yeah, that name, it's kind of hard to come by. So you can through Facebook Messenger.
Yep.
Add me on Facebook, add me on Instagram, add me on LinkedIn.
There you go, brother.
My Facebook and Instagram is like, I'm always there. I'm always like, available to help. Even if it's just a question about something, I'll dig deep into it and I'll try to explain the best, I give my best opinion or my best judgment about it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Appreciate you, man. Hugo.
I appreciate you.
Great job today. Thank you so much for your time. When you have a choice, I always work with the best.
Yes. Thank you.
Later, brother.
Have a good one.
You too.